Great communicators, this is how big of a competitive advantage this is. It's because great communicators, the people that we follow, think about it, the thought leaders you follow, the books that you read that you really appreciate, you get something from, and they help you see something more clearly that was a little bit fuzzy before, is they've really succinctly packaged what was in their head and presented it to you, and you go, oh, that makes sense. But so you use acronyms a lot of times. You help us see these pictures, and for whatever reason, it endears us to you.
Yeah, one of the things I was actually in a meeting. I belong to this thought leaders group of authors and speakers, and we were talking about that. Say, how do we get our thought leader? If you think about the word thought leadership, right? It's the thought and it's the leadership, right? So part one is formulating ideas in your head, and the leadership side is getting it out there into the world and getting other people on board with those thoughts, right, and those ideas. And that's one of the biggest challenges we face, especially when we're communicating something that's never seen before. So when we use visual language and metaphors, and for example, golden toilet we could talk about as a powerful visual metaphor, right? They make the unfamiliar familiar, the intangible tangible, and the abstract concrete, and the invisible visible, right? So if we use visual language, people will say, if you say, oh, this is kind of like that, people have to know what that is, and you're making the connection, right? So one of the stories in my book I tell is about the creation of Southwest Airlines on a napkin sketch, right? Where they were sitting at a bar, and one said, hey, wouldn't it be cool if there was an airline that just connected Dallas, Houston, and San Antonio, and they drew a triangle, and it's like, wow, that would be amazing, right? And Southwest Airline was born from that napkin sketch, right? So that's the legendary story. So again, in order for that idea to resonate, that person had to have a mental image of a map of Texas and see that triangle. So you can actually describe it as I'm doing right now, right? I didn't draw it, right? I'm not using it, but I'm sure you're picturing it in your mind's eye, because you can picture a triangle, you can picture those three cities and a map of Texas. It's like, wow, that's how Southwest Airlines was born, right? So think about how often our messages are lost in translation because we can't communicate them effectively so that the other person can really get it and see it.
Hey, thanks for watching these golden nuggets. And as a reward, I got another big fat golden nugget just for you. I wrote this book for you to help you get your act together online so you can grow your business better. You're searching, you're wanting to learn. This is a great book. Grab the book, grow your business.
Amazing, right?